The Nose Behind the Nose Ring, written by Manoj Das. Tulsidas, the great sage and poet of India, who was born in the year 1646 and lived till the year 1737, is well known for his Hindi version of the Ramayana, entitled Sri Ramacharitamanasa. Tulsidas turned an ascetic while he was in the prime of his youth. From that time onward, he divided his time between Varanasi and Ayodhya for the most part of his life. But from time to time, he visited other places too. Wherever he went, people flocked to him to listen to his sweet recitation of his own composition. The great devotee of Rama could perform amazing miracles. According to legends, he once made an earthen bull eat grass, and at another time he made the Ganga change her course in order to make a plot of land out of her bed available to a poor disciple of his. But he was not interested in performing miracle for the sake of miracle. It is said that once Akbar, the great Mughal, invited him to Delhi. When he was there, he was requested to perform a miracle before the emperor. He refused to oblige the emperor and so was thrown into prison. No sooner was he imprisoned than the city was invaded by thousands of monkeys. They harassed everybody, almost everywhere. Akbar was advised to release Tulsidas immediately. As soon as the sage was released, the monkeys retreated to distant forests. Such legends may not be factual, but they tell us how a person was viewed by the people. Tulsidas did not care to please anybody by performing miracles. He had no ambition to win honor thereby. When he prayed for a certain thing to be done, it was done in some way, natural or supernatural. He was a man of God. God's ways include both natural and supernatural. What Tulsidas wanted was to arouse in man's heart devotion for God. So he sang, so he recited, and so he preached. Our story begins with Tulsidas arriving at a small village one autumn evening. He had been requested by the villagers to devote a few hours to them when he could recite his verses and explain their profound meaning. That particular day was a very happy day for Latika, a young woman of the village, for her husband had brought her a nice little nose ring made of gold that very morning. Latika would go to every man and woman of her acquaintance and say, "Do you mark this wonderful ornament on my nose? It was bought by my husband this morning. Isn't it rather extravagant of him? He is always like that. Nevertheless, it beautifies my nose. Isn't that so?" Naturally, everybody would smile or indicating that she was quite right. In the evening, almost all the villagers gathered at the village center to listen to the recitations by Tulsidas. Latika too went to the meeting place and sat there among other women. After the recitation was over, one by one, the villagers climbed the platform and prostrated before the sage with reverence. Latika went last of all. After she had touched the feet of the sage, she raised her head and kept on looking at his face, displaying a very sweet smile. The sage affectionately asked, "Have you anything to say, my daughter?" Latika blushed. Well, nothing much, of course, but only a word about this nose ring, she said in a murmur. What is it, my daughter? Asked the sage. Latika blushed again and said, You see, it was bought by my husband only this morning. Isn't it rather extravagant of him? He is always like that. Nevertheless, it beautifies my nose, doesn't it? Tulsidas smiled. Of course, my sweet daughter, the nose ring of course beautifies your nose. And I am glad that you are grateful to your husband. For gratitude is a very great virtue. Your husband certainly deserved your gratitude since he had given you the nose ring. But my daughter, have you ever felt grateful to the one who had given you the nose? This small and simple question of the sage lighted the minds of many who were present there. From the book One Friend and a Half, narrated by Aishwarya Priyadarshini.